All right, I'm back. I'm live. Oh, it's been so long. I have not. I've not. Hold on. I've not turned off. Hold on. I need to restart my TV real quick or something. Open a different app or something, I guess. Because I last time I used my TV was to watch TNA last week. So that is what is still opened on my TV. And so it thinks that I'm trying to watch TNA live from a week ago. But hey everyone, it's good to be back. Good to be here. Watching TNA live once again. There we go, now we're in. Oh, and I just got the email that I am now live. Good to know. Okay, I need to actually put up the message that I'm live, don't I? Oh, geez, I am. Yeah, lag is happening right now as well, just a little bit. Um, and I don't know too much of what to do to kind of fix it, to remedy it, because there's not really. Um, Hold on, let me. Hold on. I do apologize, everyone, if it's streaming in lower quality than normal. I forgot I have a video uploading on another tab, and I can't really just close the tab because then I have to completely restart the. I can't exactly close the tab because then it just stops uploading. It'll finish at some point throughout the stream. Is tier list a thing for this channel? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't really know. I haven't put too much thought into what I'm gonna do on this channel. Oh, webcam's in the wrong spot. That's why I was seeing a lot of reflections. But I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I recorded a video for this channel a few minutes ago. That's what's uploading right now. Oh, fluff the hair out just a little bit here. There we go. Really got the whole mane going on tonight. So they're starting off with one of their Ultimate X qualifiers. Hammerstone going after the X Division title is so interesting to me. But yeah, it's this match. I looked at what the card for the night was earlier. It's a pretty solid card. It's this triple threat that's got Hammerstone, Kaz, and it's Kaz, Hammerstone, and Kushida. And then later in the night, it's Bhupinder Gujar, Jai Vidal, and Laredo Kid. Um, so those are the two qualifiers. And we got Moose and JDC against the Hardys in a six-person tag. Hey, Pierre, bring back tier list. Yeah, I just have to figure out what I actually want to tier rank. That's the hard part, you know? Oh man. But yeah, it's good to be here, good to be live. Love doing these watch alongs, as you all know. Always fun, always a great time. I got I got a present, a going away present from my work today because I leave next Friday. Next Friday the 30th is my last day at this job, and they gave me a nice little thanks for your year of service present today, which was very kind of them. It was very appreciated. Like genuinely, it was very nice of them. They didn't have to do that, and you know, you will never hear me badmouth the job I am leaving next week. I'm not leaving it due to anything they have done. They didn't do anything to make me want to leave. It's just that I found this, I found this passion for teaching, and I want to pursue it. And to do that, I need to go into the field. And so I'm pretty excited about it. Tearing Roman's title defenses. I don't know. I'll think about it. Something I should start doing is like Sporkle quiz videos. I really like that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll record one of those after the stream tonight. Because I really like Sporkle quizzes a lot. I haven't done any in a long ass time though. Like, let's see. Oh, the Heritage Cup champion Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey's gonna be on the show tonight against Jonathan Gresham. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I'll figure something out. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably do some Sporkle stuff this week at some point. I want to try and get into the point of being able to do videos on this channel more often than not, since Relian was moved. Is there anything this weekend? Ray's got not Bash at Berlin. Ray has got Unforgiven this weekend. I think. I'm pretty sure, given I had Rebellion, or not Rebellion, given I had Vengeance last week, Ray should be having Unforgiven this weekend. I think he's probably going to air that on Sunday afternoon, though, or Sunday evening. He usually does his on Sundays to get that extra 24 hours to make it. I don't know. That'd be a question for him, though. Yeah, Ricky Starks has been trending a lot lately, huh? Very excited to see what the deal is there. But yeah, I believe he's still under contract with AEW right now because typically they're pretty quick to take people off the roster. But I am excited to see what he does because it's pretty inevitable of where he's going. Although, kind of on a similar note to the whole Ricky Starks thing, this video that I'm uploading right now, which is part of why the stream is kind of running in not so great quality. Um, is going to be which TNA stars I think will sign with WWE when their contracts are up. I thought I had more time to upload it than it turned out than I did. So in about 7 or so minutes, it should be done uploading, which should make the stream suddenly pop into really good quality. Also, hold on, let me. Not no, not yet for the purple lighting, not yet. But anyways, um, yeah, no. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, apparently Ricochet has signed a multi-year deal with AEW, according to Fightful, which is pretty cool. So good for him. So yeah, that'll be exciting for. But he's number 2 in the Casino Gauntlet. I could see it. I'm not going to be doing a watch along to All In this weekend. I'm not going to be doing like a watch along for All In. I'll watch All In because I keep up with that kind of stuff. I think it's got a solid card, but I don't want to sit there for a 5 hour pay per view, especially because Sundays are like mine and Alex's day together because it's the only day we both have off work every week, and so I want to be able to spend that time with her. You know, like we got some Pow World stuff we want to do on Sunday. I spent the day during my free time. I did a lot of like Pal World research, and we're going to be taking some of those ideas and putting them into effect in our Pal World server on Sunday. Hammerstone's going to Ultimate X. Really interested in the main event, as that could go either way. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I know this time last week I did a Baldur's Gate stream following the watch along, but I probably don't have that in midnight. I think once we wrap up here at 10, I'm probably just going to take the night to myself and just do other stuff. Thought Kaz was throwing up the ones for a second. Hammerstone and Ultimate X, that should be fun. Yeah, it should be. I think it'll be very fun. Be interesting. Or should I debut out of the match after MJF wins and was attacking Osprey after that? I, you know, sure. I'm really not that pressed about it, if I'm honest. Oh, there's Macklin. In a speedball promo about his match. Of course, Speedball qualified for the Worlds Collide Ultimate X match today, so that's pretty cool. Thinking Hangman wins the Casino Gauntlet. He very well could. He very well could. Salty hanging out with a grudge against Swerve. Yeah, I've seen. I keep up. Like I said, I keep up with what they're doing. I just don't watch week to week. I know what the storylines are. I know what's going on, but I don't watch week to week just because I just don't want to. Although I will say, I feel like this lineup for this final Ultimate X qualifier, hot take maybe, probably not that hot of a take. Pretty underwhelming lineup with Laredo Kid, Jai Vidal, and Bhupinder Gujar. I mean, I assume it's just a Laredo Kid win. I said that last week though, and then Jason Hotch ended up joining the Ultimate X match. So what do I know? I don't know anything. Bound for Glory is only a couple months away. I feel like I said last week, they could give us something during the "We'll be right back" bits. Also, the upload has not moved in several minutes. I don't know what's going on. But it's been affecting the watch along for a while, so I will do this to correct it, and I will just, if I have to restart the upload, kind of so be it. I just canceled the upload for now. And I think sometimes YouTube will let you just pick back up with an upload. Yeah, you can resume an upload. So that should hopefully fix things. Give me 2 seconds. I might have to restart my stream on my end. We'll give it a second to see if it fixes. I'm gonna restart the stream on my end. Hold up. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I didn't even have to. Everything should start popping into a better quality for you all. Just in time for the show to come back on.
Try to run from it before it gets back in. The more time that I spend here, the more I realize exactly what. Thanks. And I'll say thank you because the more time passes, the more I'm realizing exactly the animal that I need to be. If you want to come at me, that's fine. Next time, you boys better make sure you don't miss. The next time, you boys better make sure you get the job done. I'm coming at you full force. I'm gonna run through y'all like the 6 train runs through the PX, baby.
All right then.
4, 1, 5, 4. I'm not stopping until I cut that little snake.
Mike Santana's really good at these intense promos. He really is. I've enjoyed his work since his comeback to TNA. But I will kind of share a kind of funny thing about him. When I was talking to Ray, I was like about, ending TNA. I was like, I want to take the belt. I want to take the belt off of Mustafa Ali. Oh boy, we get an Alicia Edwards match. Joy. But anyways, what I was gonna say is, I was talking to Ray about ending TNA Universe. We talked about it, and my big thing was, I didn't want Mustafa Ali going into Worlds Collide as champion because it didn't feel like it didn't feel like WWE's trying to fought to like a monster taking Randy while Gargano was in takeover mode. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I didn't want to have, what am I trying to say? I didn't want to have Ali walk into Worlds Collide 2 as champion because it felt very obvious he wouldn't win. Whereas if someone else walks in, well, it's not exactly obvious because someone else could beat Jimmy Uso. But a lot of people like, Ali literally just announced he's leaving TNA, right? And so we were talking, and like I've been talking about how I'm trying to go back to a more realistic roster, kind of cut back on the, well, anyone can go anywhere mindset that we started, because I don't like it as much as I thought I did, and it's just it's not worked out as well as I thought it has and stuff. And so we talked about it, and I was like, I don't know who I want to have get a shock title win over Ali for the belt. And Ray was like, well, why not Mike Santana? And so that's what I was getting to, is that what I was getting to there is that Ray was kind of giving me the idea of Mike Santana to be the guy that beat Ali for the title. And I was like, oh no, not him. But it was kind of like, I don't think I can build him up to be world champion in 2.5 weeks. Because this Keith Lee winning the title was a decision made 2.5 weeks ago. Like, no joke. That decision was made 2.5 weeks ago. And that was it. And it was like, well, I was looking at the roster. I was like, who can I put it on? And like, yeah, I realized Keith Lee kind of doesn't fit what I was saying. But also, rumors are Keith Lee's AEW contract's up pretty soon. And never forget what Triple H did when booking Keith Lee. So, who's to say we don't Buddy Murphy him? Thoughts on Carlack's boyfriend, Will? Excuse the fuck out of you, JT. Carlack has one boyfriend. Carlack and Will, not an item in my game. Carlack, I belong to Carlack in my game. Thank you very much. She does not belong to me. I belong to her. But she is only in a relationship with me, not Will. I do like Will, though. I think he's a really good character.
Rose her way, but Alicia Edwards finds herself in firm control of this matchup.
Yeah, I thought you guys would respect, especially the "I belong to Carlac" joke. I gotta take myself off screen for 2 seconds. Not into the whole enemies to lovers dynamic. Oh, I love that dynamic. That is one of my favorite tropes in media. Enemies to lovers, for the most part. When done right. You know, maybe a hot take, I don't know. Fucking despise Raylo as a ship. I fucking despise it. First of all, they're cousins. Second of all, he literally abused her for 3 movies straight, and then they kiss. When enemies to lovers is done the right way, I like it. I mean, I do a lot of writing in my spare time. I talk about how I'm gonna write a novel eventually, like this wrestling detective thriller story. Um, in one of the stories I write with my wife, we write some stuff together. Quite literally, one of my favorite pairs of characters we have are an enemies to lovers pairing, and I really love them. They're two of my favorite characters and probably my favorite actual couple that we've written. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix some of the stuff with the camera here because the focus is messed up and the exposure is blown way the hell out. There we go. Yeah, I was just getting blown out by the light on the camera. You know, that it's actually good that I forgot or that I had to cancel my upload because there's a bit that I did for this video that I forgot to edit in. And Rosemary with the win. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, is that just Rosemary's theme? Never mind. I thought Killer Kelly's music was hitting because of the lights going red. Are you gonna have enemies deliver storylines in the universe? I mean, technically we have. It's called Gargano and Champa.
This is what I wanted. This is great.
It may not have been romantic, but they went from bitter enemies to brothers who love each other. I need to mute the desktop audio so you guys can't hear it. I'd love to see. Hold on, let me. God, do I need to put in my earbuds? I really don't want to. I do apologize, you guys can hear this in the background. One year, WrestleMania had the best host from 35 on. Um, Thoughts on Thighs Live? I was like, quite honestly, don't give a fuck about it. Slap it or don't. I don't really care. It doesn't truly affect me one way or the other. Okay, that kind of joking aside. Okay, there we go. I really don't know what you're asking me on that one, Zach, if I'm honest with you. WrestleMania host isn't anything I really care about either. I mean, like, host wise, it was like Bliss hosted 35, I think. I don't really care. Yeah, Bliss hosted 35, Gronk hosted 36, Titus and Hogan hosted 37. Um, I don't think 38 had a host. Right. Did 38 have a host? If it did, I don't care. 39 had Miz, and then this year had who the fuck was the host of WrestleMania this year? I know there was one. Yeah. Who hosted WrestleMania 1? Fuck if I know, man. I wasn't watching. That's 5 years before my time. I don't really care about WrestleMania hosts. I do it because it helps me get extra like it helps me get extra segments in there. I don't I don't really care about WrestleMania hosts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Please welcome the gorgeous, the beautiful Miss Ash. Miss Ash, Gordon was very upset with what happened, and she has now challenged you to a match. What are your thoughts? Don't be on my turn. How about a match by Thor? A match by elegance. Think about all the possibilities. Like, for you, like I said, oh, I love it now. Yes.
What host do I care about then? In wrestling, none. Like, I just don't care. There's the 6-man or the 6-person tag. And finally, Pico. Watching a SmackDown where Truth hid in the washer. All right then. Who's my favorite host in universe mode? Okay, now that's a better question. That's a far better question. If I'm looking back at it, season 1 didn't have one. Season 1 was going to have a host. Bill Goldberg was going to be the host of WrestleMania season 1, and there was a reason. That was when season 2 was going to be the AEW Invasion season, then we backed out. We backed out on doing that a lot as well before finally just committing in season 4. But Bill Goldberg was going to be the host, and he was going to get attacked by Chris Jericho to set up the invasion. And interested in who Cardona has picked as the third partner. But anyway, season 2, Austin hosted. Season 3 didn't have a host, if I remember correctly. Oh, Cardona's not dressed for a match. Interesting.
To wrestle tonight. Even you dumb fans can realize I'm not in ring gear. He said, Tino, he didn't do his due diligence. I'm not medically cleared to compete yet. What if I come to the TNA matches won't let me? Stop, don't worry. You know how two surprise partners bring him out. New development. Two new partners for steps away.
All right, who are the partners? Oh! All right, Big Con. Who's the other one? Oh! Madman Fulton's back. All right, cool. That's actually kind of cool. But yeah, to actually answer the question, host wise, I feel like Stallone was a lot of fun this year. I like the season 4 WrestleMania host thing where everyone was winning the hardcore title thinking it made them the host. I thought that was a very fun thing. And then season 5 we didn't have a host, even though we were in Hollywood. Favorite celebrity wrestler match. Um Good question. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest had a pretty great match. And then, but yeah, Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, probably the best celebrity match. Once either PCO or Rhino gets in there with either Connor or Fulton, I'll say the line. Oh, she's biting his hand. Match I was excited for Berlin. Um, uh, Orton and Gunther, probably. I know. I did not know that, no. Yeah, no, I did not know that. Oh, the big trucks is getting the little trucks, by the way. I completely zoned out. So now the question is, were Khan and Fulton the people that Cardona had attacking Pico back at PCO back at the show a couple weeks ago? Is that what they're kind of trying to retcon here? Because one of them had tattoos. I remember that. God, like I don't really have much to say about all this right now on TNA. I mean, this match is happening. That's all I can really think to say right now. Why does Matt Cardona hate PCO so much? Because Matt Cardona believes that Matt Cardona believes that PCO stole Steph Delander from him, and that because she's supposed to be his tag partner on the Indies, she's not allowed to be in love with PCO. Something like that. So it's like me and Blackstone, but even more petty. My issue with Alexander Blackstone is not that I believe my sister belongs to him by any means. I do not believe that. My issue with him is that he's a piece of shit. She's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants. That being said, oh man, next weekend is going to be interesting with the it's going to be interesting with the 1 hour Iron Man match. We're gonna be watching it. But we'll be doing a watch along next week. But I will admit I am skeptical about the idea of doing. Slightly skeptical about doing all of that because I don't know how I'm going to be interesting for an hour-long match. I mean, granted, I did it before. I did watch the I did watch the MJF Bryan Danielson match.
TNA World Champion. I love moving myself, holding that tight up.
Oh man, it was good. The Keith Lee's final world champion universe. Yeah, yeah. Which that was a Ray idea as well. That was a Ray idea. So Ray will be able to say, always and forever, he was the one who had the idea for who the final TNA World Champion should be.
60 minutes, and I'm going to expose you to the sports entertainment you are. We're stuck in the ring with the best professional wrestler on earth. Josh Alexander is a pretty obvious one. Difference between sports entertainment and professional wrestling. Someone like me that sees themselves in both and understand the issue. Like collegiate background, I love business. I love for the punch to the face and punch it right back. Mixed it with one production. You're on the right side of this. I think both. You're one of them. There's a reason the world knows my name, and there's a reason I'm the world champion. What's your experience?
Also sent Alex a text a second ago. I had a question for reference on what the question was because I'm sure people like to know. It's nothing super personal. We play Power World together a lot. And so I just kind of casually decided to open up the mod page for Power World just to see. Um, just to see what kind of mods there were. Um, I will say I wasn't expecting so many NSFW mods for Power World. I'm not a fan personally, but like there's a few like quality of life mods. Um, and so I was sending her a text to see if she wanted to maybe play with some of those next time when we play our game. I'm just not even gonna respond to it, JT. Quite simply. Specifically not a fan of NSFW for Power World because I'm not into not into like non-human. Not my thing. Like Karlach's humanoid. I mean, she's tiefling, so she's human, but tiefling, which is different. Not into, not into animals that way. I don't find any Pokemon attractive, for example. But like there's an art form to NSFW. There is. I'm trying to think of the right way to word this without putting myself in hot water of any kind, right? Like, yes, JT, I'm personally not a furry. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I have friends that are, and that's fine. I don't judge them for it. Like, people like what they like, and as long as it's not like, oh shit. And as long as what they like isn't hurting anybody, then all the power to them. I just dropped something and it got stuck in my desk. And now I need to see if I can even possibly figure out a way to get it free. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to. I think it might just live there now. Do I have anything that can pull that out? It's one of those little things that you use to pop a SIM card out of your phone. Um, Hold on. I got a second one right here, so if I can't get it out, it's not the end of the world. One of these. I just accidentally dropped it in the little gap next to my desk. Oh, I got it. Got it out. That was easy. I was gonna say if I couldn't. It accidentally fell in like the little gap between my desk and the frame, but I got it handled. There we go. Kind of adjusting how I'm sitting. As you guys see, I kind of fidget throughout the night whenever I'm sitting here. But yeah, no, the kind of mods I like for games, especially ones like if I'm playing a kind of cutesy game like Power World, which yes, Power World also involves brutal murder. I just want like cute. If I'm gonna get any visualizing, change their mods, I'm gonna get cute stuff. Like I've got one kind of bookmarked here for Alex to take a look at that makes the Lucky Pals have special colors instead of just sparkles around them, which I think is a really cute idea. But if she doesn't like it, she doesn't like it. And like one that if I can, I will install without telling her for both of us. Um, instead of playing with the bum ba da bum ba bum when you catch a pal, it plays the meme sound. I would want to install that one without telling her because I think it'd be very funny for her to catch a pal and then just play. I think that'd be really funny. Oh, it's J, not Jive and L. Good to know. I guess if you're gonna ask me to pick anyone to win this, I'd say Bhupinder Gujjar. I like him. I feel like he's got a lot of potential, but I really don't know. Thoughts on All In 3? So you mean All In this weekend, I assume? Looks like it's gonna be a fine show. Like I said earlier, you weren't here yet. I'm not gonna do a watch along for it. I'll watch it, but like I'm not gonna watch. There's not gonna be a. There's not gonna be a watch along. The thing about AEW is the show's short. Yeah, that's my big thing. Is just I don't want to sit there and do that long of a stream. I know some people would enjoy it, but the most important thing is would I enjoy it? And the answer is no, especially with it being Sunday that it's happening, because that is mine and Alex's day, like I've said before. That's when we do stuff. Like I'm already kind of feeling bad that next weekend I'm gonna cut into our day for shows for No Mercy, because I do want to watch that, because I want to potentially watch Joe Hendry become NXT champion. I don't think he will, but like I feel like there's a chance, and I don't want to miss it if it happens. But also, we kind of go our separate ways for the night around the time that show's gonna be starting anyway. I had to pay my bills today, so that was fun. It was not fun, by the way. But I paid my bills today, so that was not fun. That was expensive, is what it was. Like for reference, um, I got an $1,100 check. That was how much I made these last 2 weeks, and 950 of that went to bills today. Rent, utilities, car, and yeah, that's it. Rent, utility, and car. So that's always fun. I think I'm gonna make the Cyber Sunday graphics while I'm here tonight. You guys aren't gonna see it while I'm making it, but how much did that leave me with? I've got about 130 to get me through the next 2 weeks, so that's fun. Which I've made it through longer with less. Like I've kind of learned how to live tight these last few years, especially this last year with having rent for the first time in my life. It's expensive living life. Like there's things I'd like to buy. Like sure, would I like to drop 250 on the Sonic Shadow Generations collector's box? Sure. Can I justify it? No, so I'm not gonna. If something were to happen and I ended up with the money unexpectedly, I'd buy it, but I'm also not going to leave myself and my family scraping by for the next 2 weeks because I want a silly game collection box. I hate McDonald's. I hate eating at McDonald's, man. I do not eat there unless I have to. The last time I got McDonald's was 2021, and it was the day after Bound for Glory 2021, which, if you guys saw that stream, you saw I got absolutely wasted. And so the following morning, to battle the hangover, I went to McDonald's and got McDonald's breakfast. And before that, it had been like another 7 years. So outside of one time where I got it for a hungover breakfast, I've only gotten McDonald's once in like the last 10 years because I just do not like it. It is not my it is not my fast food of choice. Far from it, in fact. I like Bhupinder Gujjar. He's just fine. Chick-fil-A than McDonald's. Chick-fil-A is alright. It's pretty good. It's also not my fast food of choice. I like it just fine. I get it fairly often for where I live. What do I like fast food? So my favorite fast food place is Arby's. Um, that is my fast food of choice is Arby's. Chick-fil-A is just fine. I like it. Zaxby's is another go-to for me. That's what I had for lunch today. Actually, I had their chicken tacos because I really like their chicken tacos because it's not much bread. It's just the tortilla, and it's a smaller tortilla, so it's not eating all the bread that comes on a normal sandwich, and it just tastes really good. So Zaxby's, Arby's, and occasionally Chick-fil-A, but typically that one's just a with the rest of the household thing. Those are kind of my big three with fast food. I don't consider Firehouse Subs fast food because you're waiting a while to get that food. Say Arby's. I did say Arby's. Thoughts on Emma Frost? Hmm. Those are my thoughts on Emma Frost. But
Rogue's better.
Yep, Laredo Kid with the fairly obvious dub. But yes, Emma Frost.
But Rogue's better.
I said what I said, and I stand by it. A solid lineup for Ultimate X. Wentz, Hammerstone, Bailey, Hotch, Riley Osborne, and Laredo Kid. Probably fun. Beef and cheddar, beef sandwich with beef and cheddar with the curly fries. I get 3 of the buffalo chicken sliders, and that is my meal. That covers me for like most of the day because I'll get that like 1 in the afternoon, and then I don't even need dinner that night usually. I just kind of snack for dinner at that point because it's very filling for me. I just really like Arby's. It just tastes good to me. They're the only fast food place that they're one of the only 2 fast food places that does buffalo chicken. Right? I used to be able to do 4 sliders. I can't do any 4 anymore. What's my favorite brand of meat? I don't have a brand of meat that I like. Like, I just buy my meat at Walmart because it's cheap, or Kroger. That's it. Like, I guess Kroger brand. That's where I get like when I make burgers. That's where I get the burger meat from. It's where I get my steak from. So I guess Kroger is my favorite brand of meat because it's not super expensive. Type of meat. Okay, that's a better question. Um, Probably a chicken guy. I like chicken a lot. Pierce says he thinks Alexander cost Hendra the title. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I kind of see Alexander winning the belt from Nemeth. Oh, we're dropping some frames here. I kind of see Alexander beating Nemeth. Um, and then you have him help Ethan Page win a couple days later. The chicken and pork. I I don't hate pork. Okay? So let me explain. Okay? I don't hate pork, but I could never eat like pork chops again and I would be perfectly fine. Pepperoni and bacon, that's different. Ham, that's different. Pork, specifically like pork chops, make my skin crawl now, and let me explain why, okay? I feel like I've got a genuinely valid reason for why I don't like pork chops anymore. When I was younger, my family didn't have too much money growing up. There was a point in time where we were pretty financially tight, and pork chops are some of the cheapest meat. And so there would be weeks where 4 out of 7 nights we had pork chops. And and that was for like 2 years straight, where pork chops is what I had more often than not for dinner. And I cannot stand pork chops anymore because of that. If I eat meat, I do like if I eat pork, I do not want it to be pork chop, and that's why. Oh, seeing Rich Swan is still on the show tonight, even in a pre-recorded segment, is interesting. Favorite type of potato-based food? I like a good baked potato. Mashed potatoes, if done right, are pretty good. Fries, obviously, are good. Chips or potato chips are good. I like pretty much anything made out of potatoes other than sweet potatoes, which is very sacrilege of me as a Southern man to say.
How about you get the chance to prove yourself next week on the X Division Championship?
Let's see. Oh, there's the Heritage Cup champion. They're gonna mention his. Never go wrong with potato salad. I'm not a big potato salad guy. You know, the Heritage Cup is all about pure wrestling. Gresham could win this, and they could announce Gresham versus Dempsey for the Heritage Cup. That could be kind of cool. Also, I'm really glad Gresham's past the whole stupid mask thing. I didn't like it. Oh, Sir Charles Dempsey. Favorite type of soup is clam chowder. Clam chowder's great. I love clam chowder. It's so good. Haven't had it in a very long time, but I do like it. God, something I haven't had in a long time is chicken and dumplings. That's good. Alex makes that sometimes, and it's really damn good. I'll have to let her know that I kind of have a hankering for that. But yeah, I mean, Gresham Dempsey is what we're getting on TV right now for TNA. But like I said, I could see Gresham winning this and then them turning that into a match either at No Mercy next week or at Emergence next week for the Heritage Cup. That could be cool. I'm really glad I stopped reading TNA spoilers lately. A pancake or a waffle guy? Both. I like both just fine. I think if I had to pick one over the other, it would be pancakes, but I like both a lot. In fact, tomorrow at work is waffle day because tomorrow is International Waffle Day, and so there are waffle makers at work, and we're having an office wide waffle breakfast, which is gonna be really fun. And then I make pancakes at home. Not often. I wish I could make them more often than I do, but it's just been a little while since I've had the energy. Because like I'm a breakfast guy. I like breakfast a lot. Breakfast might be my favorite meal of the day. Uh, like I think we talked about this pretty recently, actually. In fact, JT, I think JT was the one that asked me this earlier this week if I'm like what my favorite meal of the day is, and I said it's probably it's either breakfast or lunch. I'm not a huge dinner guy. Dinner's the one I skip more often than any of the others. Like if I'm on my own, I usually just do a big lunch and then I'll have something small as like a snack later in the night. It was pretty atrocious how I treated myself when I lived alone before Alex moved in with me. But I'm a big breakfast guy. I like breakfast a lot. Breakfast probably my favorite might be my favorite meal of the day because there's a lot of options for breakfast. I'm a sucker for a good breakfast burrito. Love a good breakfast burrito. Chick-fil-A makes a good one. Wendy's makes a good one. That's my judge of a place's breakfast is their breakfast wrap. Uh, Steak and Shake used to do Steak and Shake used to do breakfast, and when they did, their breakfast wraps were amazing. That's actually where I learned about breakfast tacos, is what I call them. But they don't do breakfast anymore at Steak and Shake. So a breakfast wrap is my favorite kind of breakfast. But like breakfast has so many good things. You got bacon and eggs, you got pancakes, you got breakfast wraps, you got waffles, you got sausage, you got all sorts of stuff. I used to make my own breakfast wraps actually. I'd go to the store and I would get a jar of mushrooms, a jar of jalapenos. Um, like I'd have jalapenos, I'd have mushrooms. In fact, I made breakfast tacos on stream once a very long time ago, the night of TNA, not TNA, the night of NXT 2.0's debut. I actually made breakfast tacos live on stream and ate them live on stream. And so I would scramble up some eggs, and while I was scrambling the eggs, I would have sliced mushrooms in there, diced onions, some jalapenos, and I would I would have cooked chicken or bacon, and I would cook it into the eggs. That way, it was mixed in with the eggs, and it was bacon towards the end a lot more because my wife is a fiend for bacon, and so I would just have to make it a bacon for her too. Um, and that was pretty much my breakfast until like a year ago. And then we moved out here and it became a lot harder because I started working an office job and on the weekends I'm just dead. Like you guys don't really see me in full weekend mode. I used to not sleep until um I used to only sleep till like 8 o'clock every day. That'd be the like if I was asleep past 8, it was a weird day. Now on the weekends it's rare for me to be up before 10. And I hate that fact. I'm hoping that going back into teaching will help me with that because that's what I was doing before. But yeah, I used to like live off making those breakfast tacos, and I loved them so much. Then I found out you could get them like pre-made at Kroger, and it's pretty good. It's not the same, but pretty good. Nothing beats doing it myself though. I just haven't had the time, the energy, the motivation, any of that. And also part of what made it really good was my eggs were I'm not gonna say farm fresh, but my mom, I she and I literally talked about this the other day. She said she appreciates that I don't give much of her personal information on streams. But like my mom has chickens. I feel like that's an okay thing to admit. Is my mom has chickens and they lay fresh eggs and she cleans the eggs and used to give me some when I lived in the same town as her. And it's like I get free eggs every few weeks. It was great. So like the most expensive part of making the breakfast tacos was taken out. But now it's just like I just don't have the energy in the mornings. Like I get up in the morning 20 minutes before I gotta leave for work because I work 15 minutes away. So I quite literally get up, I scramble to get dressed, and I just grab a Pop Tart or a couple of granola bars. Like, and I like breakfast. That's the worst part is I like breakfast so much that it kills me. That breakfast is the meal that I don't have much time to do anything for. And then on the weekends, I either sleep through breakfast or I wake up so dead tired that I just end up like drinking a glass of chocolate milk and calling it a day. But soon, lunch is going to kind of be the meal that's a little more and I'm going to need to start eating a big breakfast again because I'm going to be working at schools. So I got to leave early in the mornings. Can walk to work, so that's plus. That is definitely a plus, Pierre. That's fantastic, man. I kind of envy that. If I could walk to work, I would, but I work 20 minutes away via car, so it would be hours before I could get there on foot. And then of course my new job, my substituting job, is about 45 minutes away via driving, so I don't even want to know how long that would be. Believe it or not, Charlie Dempsey and Jonathan Gresham having a pretty good technical match right now. Having a very cool technical showcase here. Which apparently, according to the commentators, this is a William Regal spot right here. This is actually really entertaining. I like this kind of mat-based technical stuff because they're not like flipping all over the place, but it's still like really athletic style. 15-minute long. That's really nice, dude. Like I actually genuinely envy that a little bit. I wish I lived that close to work. I would walk if I could. You know, I will say if they decide to do Gresham Dempsey for the Heritage Cup, have Gresham win it. Why not? I want to see some titles cross over. But yeah, that's a really good work distance. I know Ray used to walk to work. I don't think he does anymore, but I know at one point he did. So apparently this is considered like catch as catch can style wrestling. I'm into it. I'm digging it. It's a little bit slower pace, but I'm digging like the very technical and very like I won't say I'm trying to think of the right word. I'm digging like the intelligent base of this matchup. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. What's my go-to dressing uh for burritos? Oh, Gresham got him. And they're still going. Yeah, I think we're getting this match for the Heritage Cup. Hell yeah. Kind of crazy they haven't mentioned the Heritage Cup on commentary at all. But anyway, yeah, my go-to dressing on my burritos. So, if we're talking regular burritos and not breakfast, right? I am proud to say, as a white guy, I like spice. I can't go as spicy as others. I wish I could, but like I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, pepper's the spiciest I can go. Like I like to challenge myself with spicy stuff. I have paid for it before, but if we're talking like regular burritos, for ground beef on a regular burrito, love some ground beef, love some queso in there. Um, you gotta have proper seasoning. Seasoning is so important to food, right? Like if it isn't seasoned right, then it's not even that good. Breakfast wise, I already talked about what I put in there. You know, eggs, bacon, jalapenos, some onions, mushrooms, maybe some hot sauce, a couple every now and again. Hot sauce occasionally if you're really feeling like it. Just some salsa. Otherwise, is pretty good. Oh, obviously some sharp cheddar cheese in there as well. I don't know how I forgot the cheese. Cheese is important to a burrito as well, especially a breakfast one. That kind of stuff. But yeah. I like. I just kind of get like the basic fajita seasoning for stuff when I do burritos. Like just some basic fajita seasoning in there. Love to put some bell peppers in there. Bell pepper's one of my favorite veggies. Um, like I am glad that as an adult I enjoy vegetables. Like bell peppers in there, really good. Some onions in there. A lot of what I have on the breakfast one. Onions, some jalapenos, always good. I'm trying to think of like because I don't get burritos too often. I do like burritos though. The big issue is my roommate can't eat fajita. Like the fajita seasoning and stuff like that upsets their stomach. So it's really just when Alex and I are together that I do any kind of fajita stuff or Hispanic food or Mexican or anything like that. Like, which is a little bummer because it's like my favorite type of food. But yeah, when I make steak, which I haven't done lately, I want to do it again soon though. When I make steak, I season it pretty well. Alex has some really good steak seasoning in the pantry that we use, and it's I don't think what kind of steak seasoning it is, but I use it on ground beef a lot too. I think it's just like McCormick steak seasoning or something like that. And so I use that on my steaks, and then that's about it. Dressing wise, guac, sour cream, salsa, incredible basic when it comes to not breakfast burritos. Yeah, queso for me on that one for dressing, and then some salsa occasionally. I don't like sour cream and I don't like guac. Whenever I go to a Mexican restaurant, my usual order is steak fajita nachos, but with no sour cream, no guacamole. And what comes on that is a plate of chips, queso on it, and then some grilled steak on it. And it's got like bell peppers, it's got onions. Some places put jalapenos in there, diced tomatoes, some shredded lettuce. It's pretty good. I really like it. It's my go-to. Nachos are just my favorite kind of Tex-Mex is nachos. I just prefer it because I like the taste of a tortilla chip. I like being able to kind of control the amount I'm going to get with each bite. Burritos, I put lettuce, cheese, steak, chicken, rice. Rice, really good on a burrito as well, Zach. Great choice. I didn't even think about that. I'll put rice in mine as well, usually. I haven't been able to make fajitas in a long time, but because I straight up can't stand avocados. Yeah, I don't like avocado. I don't like guac. I just something about it. I just don't like it. God, it is already 9:30. We have breezed through tonight. Rice is excellent when it comes on burritos. Rice in general is just excellent. Like The person I know that makes rice the best is my wife. I have never had rice that she has made that I don't like. I don't like basic white rice. That's the one thing. She does. I don't. I'll eat it when she makes it because my wife took time to make dinner for me. I'm never going to sit there and go, oh, I'm not going to eat this dinner you made for me. I don't like beans either. I don't like beans of any kind. Whereas I'm talking, yeah, it makes sense to me. But yeah, no, I don't like beans at all. I hate beans. Like, the only kind of beans I eat is like green beans, and that's it. I can't do. Did they say Joe Hendry's facing next week? Someone with Eddie Edwards and. About Brussels. Fucking hate Brussels sprouts, man. It's like if you made fart into an edible substance. Brussels sprouts taste like what I imagine a fart tastes like. Fucking hate Brussels sprouts. Put pasta sauce on some Italian dressing and some others. So I don't know if we're gonna do a double watch along for Victory Road and SmackDown. That'll be the day I get back from my vacation. So I have no idea if I'll be able to really. I don't know if I'll be able to mentally do a double watch along. Oh yeah, turning points in North Carolina this year. All right, Hardys versus the System. Oh man. Go-to greens are pea pods and spinach. I prefer broccoli personally for my green. I do green beans occasionally. My roommate makes incredible green beans. Made a Coke-based barbecue sauce, rosemary. I don't like any of those things. I don't like Coke, I don't like barbecue sauce, and I don't like ribs. So, you're not really speaking to my heart on that one. I'm sorry. If you guys have never noticed, like I've outright mentioned before, and you can see, well, I guess you can't really see with the lid, but hold on. This lid's kind of gotten stuck lately. But, like, it's just water in there. Always has been. Water, chocolate milk, and the occasional alcoholic beverage. That's my drinks of choice. I haven't done soda in God. I haven't done soda in 8 years now. I was sitting in the break room at Toys R Us when I was working there. I was drinking a cherry Coke. I was like, huh, I think I'm done drinking soda. Finished that can, threw it away, and just decided to stop then and there. And then I got in the best shape of my life. And then the pandemic happened, and I got in the worst shape of my life, and I have yet to recover from it. Yeah, I just couldn't see myself cooking with it. What is my go-to barbecue food then? I just like a good hot dog, a good hamburger. I'm not a ribs guy. How do you make the system as a faction? That's actually interesting. You break them up. You just break them up and call it a loss. It was Wish.com main event mafia is what the system has been. And now you got fucking Fandango in there because that's gonna put butts in seats. Like, jeez. Mid card mafia. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. only minimum person that was in the faction is Moose. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it as well. Yeah, yeah, Major Wrestling God's way better than the system. One time in 2014, Eddie Edwards was actually good. I'm sure he was. Just never had any interest in him. Oh man, Eddie used to be pretty hype at one point. I'm sure he was, but I wasn't around for it. Is it TNA? Chicago plans for Eddie, please retire. I, I don't really have any kind of response to that, if I'm honest with you. Did Dango's tights say all gimmicks needed now? I know at one point it said no gimmicks needed. Yeah, it says all gimmicks needed, I think. Jeff Hardy and Moose, you know. Just, Right. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Right. Forgot about this. Need to do a thing first. Hold on. Just remembered. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. You know, just saying. Jeff Hardy and Moose. Eddie's not a good heel. I don't even know what he looks like as a face, quite honestly. Well, the Hardy's getting beat down. I imagine the Hardys are going to win this, right? Here we go again. Side effect, but I guarantee you he's going to kick out because, say it with me, class, nobody ever gets pinned by the side effect. Like, nobody gets pinned by the side effect. I don't know why they ever act like they do. They're like, oh my god, Matt hit the side effect. It's such a deadly move. It's like, this man has never won a match with the side effect in his life. Alright, twist the out of the corner. Tag. Jeff's going to go up. God, please don't let him cut this swanton close. Not terrible. Okay, good. I feel like he got a decent flip on that one. Jeff just scares me nowadays more than anything. There you go. Parties with the dub. Oh, and Moose jumps him. Oh, here comes Mike Santana. Yeah, he cuts it way too close with those swantons for comfort nowadays. System are beating everybody down. There he is! He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Oh, they're just keeping the music playing. You know, fucked up when Joe's music is still playing during the fight. A showdown. Yeah, it's a showdown with a soundtrack. You damn right. I love that the music's still playing, because why not? I mean, why not, right? All right, well, there you go. That is TNA for the night. I don't really have much to add to that. Emergence next weekend. Gonna be a really fun show. Really excited for it. I don't know why I, force of habit, try and turn it off by holding the home button. But that's gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I don't really have much else to add. I'm gonna call it a night. I got some other stuff to do. There's gonna be a new Wrestle Luigi video up in an hour. So go check it out. It's gonna be one of the 5 talent or 5 acts from TNA I could see going to WWE, and I'll see you with that. Hope you guys enjoy it.